me do my thing, then repeat. That's a flex. I love all my dogs. I can't do no vet. I drip all the time. I'ma leave a miss. I made up my mind. I can't shoot for less. Watch me do my thing, then repeat. That's a flex. I love all my dogs.
What's up, y'all? Another episode of UNCORK'D, man. How y'all feeling, man?
What it do? What it do?
Hey, fired up.
So, let them know who you is from starting over there. I don't know my left from my right, so I think that's left.
It's terrible. It's your boy Corwin, aka PDC, aka Pim Daddy.
Detroit, what up?
Hey, Brian Edwards, not related to that Edwards. Y'all know who I'm rolling with, Central Technology Education.
It's your boy Ken, a.k.a. Dosky. Pick whichever one you like.
And Tap. So
Hi, Tap.
I got a question for y'all, man.
I got an answer.
Who hollers at me?
Boy, you so trash. Do y'all wish to get married one day, excluding Detroit?
Pimp Daddy.
Definitely.
How?
All right.
Not with that name.
Can't be.
It's just a name. That's all it is.
It's identity now.
What about you, Ken?
If my nickname was Woman Beater, I'd never get a girlfriend. It's just a nickname.
I wouldn't advise you to put that in.
Yeah, that boy name became an identity.
I definitely want to get married one day. I need to get somebody to take care of me, man. Like, I ain't got time to be folding my own clothes. Though them they'll never get folded. I got 3 baskets of clothes right now, all clean, all unfolded.
Who you telling?
I don't even put my socks together. I just go through there and hope.
Just buy all the socks the same. That's what I do. Detroit, he married, y'all. The listeners at home and the viewers on YouTube, he married. So,
6 years in the game.
Hey, that's a long time, man.
It is.
Congratulations.
It is, man.
Yeah, go on, hit that thing.
Hey, shout out to Aisha real quick. One time.
Yeah, she the real MVP. She the man of the relationship. But
What about you, Tap?
I definitely want to get married, man. Just growing up around my grandparents, just seeing that bond they had. Yeah, I definitely want to get married. So, what do marriage mean to y'all? Like, what's the reason y'all want to get married?
Let's start with the married person. What made you get married, Brian?
That's actually pretty simple. We had, I felt like as a couple, we had grown to the point where we couldn't go any further. We had been together for a number of years. So it was 3 years. We had been together 3 years, boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, so it's only so far you can go. In stages in life, it's only so far you can go before you go to the next level or you accept the next challenge. And our next level was getting married. So then from that point on, we can start building stuff together that can last a lifetime. You know, you can only build so much as girlfriend and boyfriend.
So how did you get the belief of marriage is something I want to do? Like, what is marriage to you?
No, I mean, marriage to me is love. Marriage to me is sacrifice. Marriage to me is saying that, hey, I'm gonna put this person before myself.
Gotcha.
And that will create the thought or the idea that I want to marry this person. Because
I know, like, generally, I can't speak for women, but they want to get married because of the love for one and the stability and the financial stability and all of that.
Right.
And I was just wanted to know what's y'all reason y'all want to get married? Like, Ken, like, what's some of the reasons you want to get married?
For me, man, marriage means just, any decisions you make, you're making that for another person as well as yourself. You're not thinking just of yourself anymore. You're not thinking that, okay, what am I going to do today for me?
Yeah.
More so, what am I going to do for my family today? And I want to get married because I want to become a better person. Not saying that I need a woman to be a better person, but, as somebody who wants to get married, I feel like there's still something left out there for me that I'm not yet complete. So for me, it's a kind of a means to an end, I guess. This is my pursuit of happiness. And it comes with, the wife, the kids, and just knowing that when I come home, I'm not coming to a house. I'm coming to a home.
Okay.
That's deep, man. That's deep.
It's more so like, so for me speaking, you want that family aspect.
Okay.
Like, so you want a wife, you want kids, you want to have guaranteed, let me say, companionship in your home, whatever you want to say. I can't go X-rated with it, but
I want some in-house ass.
Hey,
I ain't gotta find this shit no more.
so you get all
Rough
that,
out here in this way.
and if you out here, if you single for a long period of time, you understand how lonely it gets just being out here by yourself, type thing.
Agreed.
Like every human is designed to be with a companion of some sort. So it's like eventually you're gonna crave that one person that you could actually confide in and actually live life with without any of the extra BS that goes on over life. So being married is like you take yourself out the market. Now you're just dealing with this one person, this one family, this situation, and it's a lot less easier. I mean, it's a lot easier than just going out here floating through life.
okay.
That's kind of how I look at it. It's like I want to be happy. You know what I mean? I know marriage is not all peaches and cream, but hell, at least I'm gonna try for somebody I actually like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have nothing against it at all. Now, as far as like people saying that the shit don't work out that well, reason why I'm not married yet because I'm trying to pick somebody that will work out with.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do this shit 2 times.
And we doing this one time.
I'm doing this one time.
On the way out, this thing is in a box.
I want one wedding. And I know that might be unrealistic, but hell, I do want to do it.
And it's kind of messed up that that's not realistic because it should be. But
Right.
I guess for me, a lot of the things y'all said I agree with. I want to create a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like the main reason I want to get married, I feel like, is to have that lifelong partner that I can grow old with, have children to build a legacy to carry on, and to actually have a chance to have. So, and this is a little off topic, but like when I have a kid, I want to be like, okay, I done seen so many people do it wrong. I know I can do it right. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the reason I want to have a kid. That's just like the bottom of the barrel reason list I want to have a kid. But back to the marriage thing.
I'm about to own this having a kid shit. I feel you.
Because so many people mess it up. But marriage,
Right.
I feel like my definition of marriage changed as I grew. So like, let's just say 10 years ago, because I'm 30. So 10 years ago,
Young ass.
you 30-ish.
40.
He damn 40.
Nah, nigga, you 30-ish. I'm 30 plus.
So like in my 20s, I used to be like, okay, long as two people love each other, that's all you need for marriage. But I literally had to learn. I ain't learned this till like late 20s. That like it's a lot more to that than that. And I kept on trying to figure out like what was going on, and like I had to learn it the hard way, really. But it ain't just love, because if it was just love, then you probably married to the first person you fell in love with. I feel like all the other aspects play a larger role, but like we focus on the love part. Like if the financial security wasn't there, if the I guess being faithful part wasn't there, like I don't know, it's a lot of things I didn't take into account until I grew older, like being the man, because I believe in gender roles. And being a man, like being a provider and all of those things, that wasn't in the forefront of my mind when it came to marriage. I was like, okay, I like her, she like me. Okay, I like her a lot, she like me a lot. Okay, we love each other. Let's get married. And everything's just supposed to work. That's what I thought. But damn ain't it, because from my experience through other people, marriage is hard. And it just ain't love. Like, you can love somebody, but you can literally leave them because the other things ain't there. And marriage ain't what I thought it was.
I can agree with that. And for me, man, it's like you saying how you was 10 years ago and how you are today. Another thing I say is what is love to a person? You know, when you're looking to get married, you know, you want to do it because, you know, we're in love. Everything is this is my partner. This is awesome.
Yeah.
But you look at it, all right, so what if love ain't the reason why that person wants to get married? What if they want to get married because they want somebody that's financially secure, or they want somebody that they may not be as financially secure, but you can tell they'll be a great father. So maybe they're marrying for love that way. So I think it's important also to find out what motivates that person. You know, what's their version of love.
Facts.
So what's something that'll make you say, "Hey, I will marry that girl"?
We.
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I can answer it. So for me, when I meet a chick, 2 criteria is the main 2 things I look at first. Will you be cute in the morning when you roll over? I'ma always say this. When I wake up first thing in the morning at 6:00 a.m., if I look at you, I'm like, damn, she cute. That's one criteria. And this is no makeup. This is bunny on and what they call moo-moos.
No, not the bunny though.
You know, most girls gonna wear
Tell
bunnies.
her burn that bunny. I'm hiding every time she buy a bunny, I'm hiding it.
Movies and TV shows ruin this.
Hey, what you got against bunny, man?
You don't want her to wear it to bed.
I want her wearing this damn parachute.
But she gonna fuck her hair up, man.
Right, I used to wear a bunny.
I'd get satin pillows. Get satin pillow covers.
But yeah, so that's my main criteria. Are you cute when I wake up? You gotta think about it, because marriage is a lifelong thing. If you're not somewhat attracted to this person every day, imagine waking up to somebody you just be like, ugh, you can't wait for them to put makeup on type shit.
Yeah.
Like, that don't even make sense to me. So that's one of my main criteria. So the other one is definitely, I hate the people throw this word peace around, but this is the honest to God truth. If I can come home and still be happy knowing that I'm coming home, oh, you marriage material. If I know I'm finna be walking on eggshells the whole fucking time, or I gotta say certain things not to hurt your feelings and type shit, I can't do that.
So I get in the driveway and I gotta sit for a second like, let me deal with this shit.
Right.
You looking forward to going to work.
Right.
Damn, 7:30 ain't here yet.
Like, can I enjoy when I go home from work? Like I said, because currently I work at 11, 12-hour shift right now. Imagine me being married right now and come home to more chaos. That ain't gonna do nothing but drive me further away. Like, I need some fucking peace. And I know you might not always have it because you got 2 different people. It's like, damn, you need to at least try.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't look for people who are confrontational, because I'm not confrontational. So why would I marry somebody who's gonna argue me back on everything I say type thing? So your cuteness in the morning, and if you are able to be calm and bring peace, that's the 2 things I look for.
You hear that, ladies? Be his peace.
Yes.
In regards to marriage, and I'll talk from my perspective on some of the things that I expected before marriage and after marriage. But unlike Jones, I don't really care for gender roles per se. But like Corbin said, I want someone who either gonna be my peace and we can build with. Those were my 2 criteria. You know, I wasn't caught up on necessarily looks. I wasn't caught up on what you could provide, things like that. I was only worried about what could you do in the future for us together.
I feel like there's a little cap in it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
The,
get that.
the little cap I hear is that you say regardless of looks, you care about how they look.
I care.
And okay, I see what you're saying. Hey,
I had to call cap, man.
I'm not gonna disagree, man. I'm not gonna disagree. If you roll on me, look like
A gremlin.
a gremlin, I'll probably be unattracted to you.
That's what you need on this board, cuz.
But-
Stop the cap.
But I didn't use looks as my main criteria for finding a wife. But it was a criteria. You know, you want someone you're gonna be attracted to. Sorry. But it was the other things that mattered to me. You know, would you sacrifice for me? You know, would you be my peace? Would you protect me? You know, would you care for me? Those are things that matter. That matter more to me than per se gender roles, per se your what I expected of you, things like that. You know, it's just different. And the thing about marriage is you have to figure out what works for you and that person.
Yeah.
You know, it's not what society tells you. It's not what your mama, your daddy, your sisters, or anybody else tell you what it is. It's what you and that person decide. You know, if y'all decide, hey, this is what marriage is going to look like. This is what we're going to do, and this is what makes us happy, then do it. You know, it's in 2021 we find where situations like men staying at home and caring for the children is not as uncommon as it was 50 years ago. 50 years ago, it was very, very uncommon to see a man staying at home taking care of the kids. But in 2021, that's more common now.
You don't think that's looked down upon? If what if I ain't really got no job or nothing? I'm just at the house.
Well, like I said, that goes back to what we're talking about. If your role to be the caregiver of the kids for y'all marriage to work, then
That's a full-time job in
right?
itself.
I mean, it's a full-time job. Caring for kids is not for the household in general. It's not an easy task. I learned that. Just like I said, just trying to help Aisha around the house. I learned that hey, this shit ain't easy. Folding clothes, that shit takes days. Days. And then you got to put them bitches up too.
So
I'd rather put them up than fold them.
It's easy to throw shit in the washing machine, but it's hard to fold it.
Hey, I swear to God. Aisha folds all our clothes. Now all I got to do is grab a pile and put it up. But that should be hard too. Feel like hanging up clothes and stuff like that. But,
I think gender role. I can kind of agree with Jones. I do think gender roles are somewhat still important, just because I want you to let me be the man. I ain't gonna say let me, but let that person be the man if he is a quote unquote man. You know what I'm saying? And when I say gender roles, is as a man in a relationship, you're supposed to feel secure when you're with me. If I had a daughter and she's going out with this guy, if something happens, I need to know that you can take care of her because you are a man.
Right.
If for nothing else, you are a man. At the same time, with my daughter, it just in the domestic abuse or whatever, there's nothing you can do with that man, unless you Layla Ali, but in general, there's nothing you can do with him. So I don't need you walking up to this man thinking he's just gonna treat you as a woman, because he might flip out. So, be a lady. Treat yourself as a lady, and that's what people gonna expect of you.
But you do know girls typically mirror what their fathers are like when they dating. So I do agree with that. If you're a good guy in general, that's typically what she's gonna date. And she's, like I said, when they say daddy's little girl and just like spoiled mama's boy, they typically date what their parents were in some form or aspect. So I do
agree with that.
So if you're a decent person, she's gonna be looking for a decent person. So I said I feel bad for if I have a daughter, whoever she eventually try to talk to, it's gonna be hard for her because she try to live up to my criteria. I'm like, oh shit.
Exactly. Hey, just because he tell you, I tell you beautiful every day, baby girl. So just because he say you pretty,
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough.
So back to the question Corwin asked, so what do you look for? What's some of the things you need from the person you about to marry?
For me, man, I like energy.
Okay.
I'm big on energy. Now, looks, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna say I'm the best looking person, but I do want her to be attractive because she got to make us look good. You know what I'm saying? She got to pick up for my shortcomings. So you know what? Him by himself, that nigga, he decent, but them together, they look good. You know what I'm saying? So I need her to do that for me when I say attractive. But I do dig chemistry. Somebody I can have any kind of conversation with, that's not afraid to not be so serious all the time. So that's what I like. I love good energy.
I feel that. I agree with all of that. Let's see. Looks is definitely something I need because attraction has to be there.
And I want cute kids.
Oh, wait. I agree.
I want tall kids, but hey.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get. We just gonna hope we can get a Yao Ming out here. But other than that, the kid's gonna be short, but
So do any of y'all have any gender roles per se that you would want going into a marriage? That you would want your wife to be doing?
Yeah.
I hope she can cook.
Well, so I'm gonna speak on it. But back to the question you asked the first time. Peace, of course. Attractiveness. Mm-hmm. I think I would want to be with somebody that's empathetic. And if it, anybody know the definition of empathetic, like the Webster definition of empathetic?
Yeah.
Because like,
I mean, I can't quote the definition for you, but I know what empathetic means.
because my definition of empathetic is like being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and feel what they feel. That's
Correct.
my definition.
Right.
So, and I feel like with empathy comes less delusion, if that makes sense. So, like, if you think I'm tripping about something, put yourself in my shoes and then see am I tripping, or just tie the shoes up, whatever. But, because I'm gonna do the same thing. So, like, I want that energy match on the empathy aspect. Like, if you feel like I'm being unreasonable, or if I feel like you being unreasonable, I'm gonna be empathetic to whatever you got going on. I just want the same thing in return. So, like, and someone that's willing to not afraid to say they sorry, like if they wrong, because I would hate to be a lifelong partner with someone.
I think they always right.
Not, even if they know they wrong, they won't even apologize.
Right.
And I'm not gonna rule the apology like, oh yeah, you were wrong. Like, nah, I'm gonna be more grateful for you apologizing than you
Just letting it like, you was right, and then walking off.
Yeah, like so that's one of the main things that's a turn on to me. Like a woman that can say they sorry, man, that's a turn on for me.
That's a unicorn.
Oh, yeah, unicorn.
Matter of fact, that's Bigfoot riding a unicorn. Two things you would never see. I'm just playing, ladies. In TV land, I'm kidding.
Hey, like J. Cole said, all good jokes contain true shit.
Yeah.
Hey Jones, I'm with you when you're right.
But with the gender roles that you asked, I mean, yeah, because I grew up around my grandparents. My grandfather, he pretty much went out, work. I mean, he did a lot of, like, just seeing what I saw, because he was retired when I saw him. So I saw him working in the garden all the time. I was working in the yard. Every time he finished doing whatever he had doing, he never had to worry about having food in the house or none of that, because my grandma did all of those things. I mean, they was a partnership. Like, both of them worked equally. Like, both of them worked their ass off. And just seeing it was still gender roles, because, like, when we finished cutting grass, when we finished working in the garden or something, we come in the house, food already ready. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
You ever had the snap peas, man?
snap peas, shuck corn.
Boy, you see that big white bucket, that big white bucket full of peas you got to shell.
Have you ever shuck corn and all them damn yellow jackets come around? Like, or shelling peas and your fingertips purple?
Hey man, boy, that my bad, John. That just brought back memories. But
That's
boy,
some shit that go down in Utica.
we was definitely in Brandon doing it. But
yeah, that's my continue story. That just made me.
But yeah, just I like the gender roles. I mean, I'm not opposed to going against them, because, like, I don't mind cooking. I don't mind doing the things that's traditionally a woman's job. But I feel like with gender roles, that's how I want my son or daughter to grow up, and because that's how I grew up. And I didn't see a problem with it, because I feel like it was, even though it was roles, it still was like a puzzle that kind of just came together. Even though
still.
one piece like this and one piece like that, but the little part that go like that, it fit. So
Another part that go like that, which got you here.
Facts.
Right.
But yeah, it ain't necessarily like, you're a woman, this is what you're supposed to do. You're a man, this is what you're supposed to do. Even though they were still doing all of that, it was a partnership instead of an assignment.
yeah.
It sounded like they had communication where they understood.
And I missed that part. Communication is
Key.
like, know how to communicate. Like, if you can't talk right now, that's cool. Not gonna say you gotta cool off. But if we can communicate effectively and we both are willing to listen to reason, that's a bonus too.
Yeah, it's a quote. I forgot who did the quote, but it says, "Don't let don't let today's problems cause don't let today's problems cause lack of communication." Something like that. Don't let today's problems.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that quote up.
Yeah, it's
Because you
something
butchering
like
it.
that.
Yeah, I get the gist of it.
I get the gist. Don't let today's problems, like, Yeah, I don't know, but
It might be interrupt communication, something like that. I got you. I'm gonna look it up, my guy. I'm gonna even tell you who made it.
But I feel you on that, man. And I'm a big person on, I don't want my relationship to be perfect. I just want it to be perfect for us. So I do feel like in every relationship, there should be disagreements, there should be arguments, but can you argue effectively and can you communicate effectively, like y'all said? Like, you don't have to be irrational. We don't have to yell, scream. It doesn't have to be a who's right and who's wrong argument. You can. I feel like a successful argument can be we can agree to disagree. Right. I feel this way, you feel that way. At least we understand how each one of us feels, even though we don't agree. It doesn't have to be a battlefield.
It's like going back to what he said, can you put yourself in my shoes to see where I'm coming from? Because what I encountered was a lot of people these days have a one directional mindset. They can only see what's in front of them. They can't see from beside, they can't see from behind. They can only see this one thing. So it's like
they playing Street Fighter instead of Tekken.
Right.
Go on sidestep a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get on that axis.
So again, but that's the important part about communication is like, can I actually talk to you and have a civil conversation with logic? That's a big thing, with logic. Because I'm going to be able to understand you, or you going to be able to understand me. And like I said, and then that's when you talk it out. There does not have to be yelling. Does not have to be fussing. You can literally have an adult conversation. I promise you, the next day you're not going to feel that animosity towards the person. Because typically what happens is people say stuff out of rage that you can't take back.
Oh, man.
So it's like, I never want to be in that situation where I had to do that because I'm constantly thinking about everything I'm saying before I say it. So it's like, I'm not going to say anything crazy.
I got a question. So, and this is something I've been thinking about. So, I feel like once people reach a certain age, they be ready to quote unquote settle down. Not me, but just people in general. How would you feel? Because I can speak for myself. Like when I want to be with somebody, I want them to love me equally as I love them, if not more. But how would you feel if their ways, their belief in marriage, or the reason they want to get married is different from yours? Okay, now let me preface that by saying, let's just say you encounter a woman and the reason she want to get married is because of all of the things that marriage bring in regards to the financial aspect and like
the optics.
The optics. I slept on it because people will literally get married for other people. But that's neither here nor there. But how would you feel if you was really feeling this person, but like their views on the reason why they want to get married is different from yours? Because I want to get married because I want to grow old with this person, and this person want to get married because they feel like, okay, I'm 30, I'm 31, I need to settle down, and I'm just gonna find the next person that's not mean to me and just treat me right.
Okay, so in my opinion, that'll work if it's understood that both of y'all coming in to actually form a marriage. Like if you're coming in and say, hey, you actually want to grow old with somebody and be a family, and this person want to be financial, if y'all can learn to vibe together and actually work, it'll work. But 9 times out of 10, if her mind is on something, your mind is on something, the smallest bump is going to divide y'all quick as hell. Because like you're only here for financial stability. So they say if you lose your job, that's why she married.
That's like conditional love.
Yeah. So it's like, and I don't really believe in that. You know, when you marry somebody, and and then eventually they grow to love you type thing. Now you got to show me signs now for me to even want to sacrifice me to go in that realm and get married with you. You got to show me signs that you actually marriage material. Yeah. And we got to be somewhat on the same, mindset. That's why I said communication is so key. Because if you're not having these talks before you get married, you done fucked up. Because once you get into marriage, it's kind of late now. You can't have these conversations.
You're trying to piece this shit together.
Yeah, you can't have these conversations. That's why I said I believe in honesty, man. I'm practicing honesty every day. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the honest God's answer. So it's like, and that's how I look at it, because communication is important. Like, I ain't finna get in no situation where somebody they don't have the same views as me. Yeah. I can't do that.
So
for me, my thing would be we can It depends, because for one, I do want us to have I do want us to have love. You know, I mean, even though your views on why you want to get married may be different than mine, do you love me as a person,
Right.
or do you only love me, or do I only love you for what you can bring to the table? So that's what my thing is. If my situation was to change, and maybe it takes me a while to get back on my feet, or maybe it takes you a while to get back on your feet to get back to where you were when we, started this relationship. Will you love me any less, or are you gonna want to just bail out and say, all right, this didn't work, let's just throw in the towel? Like, are you still gonna love me as a person? We still can have different reasons on why we want to get married, but I do still feel like
You still have to love me
as a person.
At the end of the day, you have to love me. Now your views might be different, but you still got to show me that you actually care about me.
Like, come on now.
For it to even work a little bit.
Just to even, for us to even think about it. Like, nah.
Oh man, I got 2 quotes for y'all. Then since we go in that direction, I found it, my guy. I found it.
Go hit us with it, cuz.
The quote in regards to communication.
I'm gonna give your ass a sad trombone. It better be a fire quote.
Don't let today's fight prevent tomorrow's communication. That was a quote regarding communication.
I like that.
The one regarding conditions, I think this is by Chris Rock. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong.
Chris Rock, like the comedian?
Yeah.
Okay.
But only dogs and women are loved unconditionally.
I wholeheartedly.
Men are loved based on the condition that they provide something. So, at the end of the day,
I partially, wholeheartedly agree with that.
I don't partially. I fully, wholeheartedly agree with that. I mean, most women. Now, I'm not gonna say all, but most women.
I'm about to say, because you married,
right?
So you tread lightly.
It applies.
She love you more than Jefferson.
It applies to my conversation.
So do you think
my marriage as well? But most women don't marry per se for love. Love comes after.
I'm gonna say this.
I
disagree with
thing.
it.
I don't think so.
I feel like it's a percentage.
If that's the case, it could be a janitor out there, great guy, doing great family man, great community person, but the chance of him catching I don't want to say catch, but find someone to marry is less likely than a person making $100K a year. And the $100K a year dude might
it
be
depends on what's his pool is. If he ain't dating girls that every girl want a guy to make $100K.
I would love for my lady to make $100K.
Like, even with that being said, it's still based upon the men providing something. For men, for example, we don't necessarily need a woman to be guaranteed to provide something.
I feel like women grow into the latter of what you're talking about.
I think they grow into love. I don't think it's vice versa. I don't think.
Okay, when I say mentality, I feel like when women are in the ages between, let's just say 18 to 25, 26, they want to marry for love. But once they realize that marrying for love is not going to be a quote unquote successful marriage, then they realize they have to marry for I guess stability and all the financial aspects. Because if you ask a 21-year-old right now, they probably want to get married for love. They're not thinking about no damn finances.
Right. But how many people get married between 18 and 25? That's a low percentage.
It is, but
it's not a lot of people who get married between 18 and 25 to even make that point. The numbers just say most men are financially stable at the age of 30 or greater. Most men. Most women are probably going to get married in their late 20s, early 30s, somewhere in that window. So somewhere between the 28 and 36 window.
Yeah.
So by that time, they're looking for men who can provide stability for them. Because most women, and I don't want this to go the wrong way, are not stable in their lives at that particular age. But
we can say the same for men, because I know a lot of women my age that's doing better than me.
Let me rephrase it. Most people aren't stable in their lives at that frame. So you are right. Most people aren't stable.
I would the only disagreement I have with that statement is that's for like you say, the guy making $100K and the janitor. is because the person making $100K and the janitor, it's different lifestyles.
Yeah,
if I'm making $100K a year, I have more reach because I'm in a different setting. So it may be easier for me to find somebody, that would like to marry me, just because I'm gonna be in a whole different, I guess, reality than a janitor making $30,000-$40,000 a year. But I still think that janitor can find somebody that loves him within the community he can reach.
So
Yeah. I mean, that's true. But when he meets a woman that he could potentially marry,
So you say if 100K
and the woman,
janitor
and
meet
he
the same
tells
person,
the woman, "Oh, I'm the janitor at Walmart," she may not accept that from him, or she may not.
And you know why
view
she
that.
might not accept it? Mainly because it might be the optics. Because
I agree. I mean,
I know some niggas that work at Walmart and Sam's Club. They've been there for 20 years, making more than me, and I'm a damn supervisor.
right. I mean, Mike that work at Sam's Club out north, he been there for.
So it's all about optics. Like,
now what if Mike been lying to somebody and you just exposed this man?
But y'all know who
You out
Mike.
here
Shout out to Mike.
Y'all know who
Hey,
my
shout
guy
out to Mike.
Y'all
Mike
know,
the real MVP.
Y'all ain't know who my guy Mike
Hey
is.
Mike, go on, put your 2 weeks notice in there. He done dropped the ball. Damn, Mike.
That's just like a garbage man. A garbage man actually makes pretty good money, but like you said, it's the optics.
So you're saying the one if they got woman A and then man B, man C come up to woman A, you're saying she's gonna choose the 100K over the janitor.
Probably 85% of the time.
she probably gonna choose whichever one sound better over the
What
other
if she
one.
don't know what if she don't know what their situation is?
I mean, that's what I said.
You're saying based on if she knows
and she
what
knows
she's
the
picking,
situation, right?
she'll rather meet the 100.
Right.
So in my beliefs, I believe for both men and women, the more money you make, the harder it is for you to be married. So I can only ask y'all. Let me ask you this: everybody at this table, with the exception of Detroit, if you would have proposed to any one of the chicks you ever talked to, would you been married right now? Could you have been married? Somebody you proposed to, they would have said yeah.
I don't think.
Anybody,
Small possibility.
It may not be the money that you want, but could you have done it?
I think I got a possibility. But
Yeah, I say yeah.
Hey, we playing spades, y'all.
once they see
It's
this
a
shit,
possible, but
One in the possible.
it's a strong possible.
And that's
It's a little joke, but I only got 2 spades.
So somebody hit Trump, you might not make it.
that's what I'm saying. I got the little joker, but I'm gonna have to cut on a 3 of hearts.
So do you think if you were making 100K right now, that'll be a little bit easier for you?
Not for me, because I think
No.
the person I'm thinking about, she probably would have chosen me for my personality.
See, so it's like when you talking about the janitor versus somebody making 100K. Like I said, that janitor is in a different lifestyle.
Right.
For him, it's a lot easier for him to marry whoever because he within his lifestyle is normal people.
I feel like the people that will choose to marry him will be more for the right reason as opposed
Exactly.
to what they can provide for it.
I agree with that, though. I agree with that.
So this is why I look at when I think about marriage and why women and men don't choose the right partner. I think future. I'm a chess player. I'm thinking moves ahead. I'm not thinking one step at a time like checkers. Is this person that if I can potentially have a child with, are they gonna be a great father or a great mother? That's what should be asked before anything else. Because I mean, money provides the stability, but people with money don't have the personal characteristics of a great father.
I was just about to say,
sometimes.
what kind of character do they have?
So it's like you gotta think
They're
future.
probably gonna be at work all the time.
Yeah, if I have a child with a person who just because they got money or just because they're stable, are this gonna be a good, influence on my future seed type thing? Like this is the person you're gonna have to live the rest of your life with, supposedly. And then when you have a child with them, they're gonna be in your life for the rest of their life. So like I don't think people ask the right questions or look for the right things when they go into marriage. Like you gotta be able to feel like, hey, can I live with this person? Can this person take care of my child? Can this person raise my child to be productive citizens in the world? And if you just look around, how many people you know that ain't do that type of decision making when they had these babies from people? And like they never even thought about that. It's like they even came across their mind. Like
Then go back and have another baby with them.
right. And like that
Tragic.
And that's why I never want to hear when people bash their baby mamas or baby daddies. Like you pick these people.
Or I was just about to say,
You
or
picked them.
if he know she is no good for him, he go back and have another kid. With
So
her.
question.
Like,
when you were talking, I thought about the optics thing. I feel like I'm a little shallow on it because the person I choose, I want them to be acceptable to my family and friends. Mm-hmm. If they're not accepted to my family and friends, I probably don't want them. Do that make me shallow? I don't know, but like I feel like that's part of optics. Like I want that person to be presentable enough where I can take them around my family and friends, and I still want to, live the rest of my life with them.
You ever been on a date with somebody and they wore something, you just be like, ugh. I'm not a big fan of what you have on.
Do wigs count?
If it's fucked up, yeah.
Especially,
I hate wigs that look like wigs.
especially if it's a bad closure.
Man, when they clothes don't match their scalp color. Oh Lord.
God.
Or I can see that line coming across their forehead.
You know, I'm starting to hate now. The little swoop with the baby hair. Like, why your wig got automatically have that? Like,
The wigs come with the baby hairs
I
now.
know. Cut that off. That ain't your real hair, honey. I be hating that, man. Hey,
Maybe I had to put spritz and soul glow.
hey man.
Let them ladies live their life.
Man, just wear the wig, man. You don't need the baby hair with it.
Edge wax, whatever they call this shit.
Man.
Gorilla spit.
Don't be like that woman.
Hey, anybody check them Gorilla Glue girl lately? I heard she made some bread off that.
Yeah, she probably got a little bread out. I don't feel like she gonna spend it right, but there's neither here nor there.
She started a whole brand off of that.
So one of the things it's a small fear, but like I don't want nobody to marry me for what I can provide other than the things. Okay, provide. I'm gonna say tangibly. I'm gonna say that because if they marry me, because I can provide them peace and I can provide them love and security and all that, that's cool. But if you marry me because you feel like you're running out of options and you want to settle down and you feel like I'm a good guy compared to all the other people you've been with, you might well go find somebody else because I don't want you. How y'all feel about that?
They ain't gonna tell you that. They just gonna slide your DMs.
See, normally women that they get to their point when they want to settle down, they pass their prime. Well, I ain't gonna say pass their prime. They on the back side of their prime.
These ladies today, they looking better and better, longer and longer. Like it's ridiculous.
It's supposed
They
to.
looking better, but they prime for marriage is like a little different.
28 through 30.
It's really 20
Nah.
to 35. That's really
It's
what
like 35, 36. Somewhere.
I mean, because like if you ain't had kids yet,
right.
But everybody seems like they
So
have kids
now
these days,
you
so
gotta
it's
be
like-
somebody's stepdaddy. The chance of you being somebody's stepdaddy is getting better, greater and greater.
Oh,
Always get.
I've accepted it. I'm probably gonna be a stepfather in today's
man.
world.
I'm not
Oh,
accepting
she
that
ain't got
yet.
bad
I
kids.
don't want to. But,
I'm not
but
accepting
I've
it yet.
accepted it.
I'm
You
not
know what I
accepting
mean?
it.
Shout out to Lil Porter.
You,
I have
you
a
get the-
preference, but you
get
know,
the young lady with the bad kid, and she in there getting dressed. He's just throwing shit at you.
but here's the thing though. Like the dating pool is so full of trash now. It's like if you can find anybody,
You gonna let
anybody that has any type of shit that you like in a person, whether they got kids or not, you might still try to grab
Somebody
onto it.
said somebody boo booed in the day boo. Get it uploaded to the top.
And they lactose intolerant. but does that come back down to like settling? It's like, damn, I know she's probably gonna have a child, but she checks off a lot of the other boxes. But is that like a major box for you to determine if you will marry somebody?
Yeah, I think it comes back down to the 80-20 rule. So at some point in time, you got to settle for something. You ain't gonna get everything
I
perfect.
don't think you should settle for anything.
Yeah, because there's nothing perfect in
You
this
gonna
world.
get. You got just
don't
the older you get.
Even if you really love somebody, it's still gonna be some things you
Right,
don't like
it's
about them. So
right.
I kind of agree with the little
right,
80-20.
the older you get, the higher the probability you is you're gonna settle for something.
It depends on what you settle.
I mean,
Well, I
when
don't
you're
know, I
21,
don't know.
your options is as far as the ocean. When you're 31, your options as far as a lake.
But here's my
I mean,
thing.
there are still 31-year-olds your age though. Like
Yeah, but
So-
but the chance of them meeting somebody, the chance of them having children, the chance of them going through other things is a higher probability. They live in life like you live in life.
Right.
Right. So like I said, your standards now have to be changed based off your age now, not just based off your looks or something like that. It has to be changed based off your age.
I think my standards have changed based on maturity level. Like
I mean that age
if I
goes
meet you
into
at
maturity
25
level.
and you act like a 25-year-old, that's okay. If I meet you at I'm 34 now.
Oh boy.
Damn.
You about to be 30. Hey, you got a birthday coming. You about to be 34 again.
Goddamn right.
Be 35.
December 18th, celebrate Big Doski Day. But back to what I was saying.
Big
If I'm
Doski.
34 and you 34 but acting like a 25-year-old, nah.
See, maturity is like my biggest turn on and attractive for when I look at women. But my thing is, what I encounter is most of the people that I like to be, you know, intellectual mature are in their later ages. And it kind of sucks, you know, in their later ages. Now, they possibly might have kids that have been through life.
They'll be married.
People been through them.
They kind of understood what's actually important in the world. And then my thing, like, damn, why you ain't understand this shit 10 years ago type thing? Why you had to wait till you 32, 33 years old?
But I mean, it's some things that you didn't understand 10 years ago that you understand now. They just so happen to have babies for me.
and it's true, but I'm also a 30-year-old man with no kids. They ain't never been married. So it's like, I know how to pick my situations a little bit better than most people. And it's like, and I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, damn, what you're really attracted to are people who are past what they think they can get in life. And it's like, is they really settling? Just like, damn, because you ain't gonna better find nobody under 25. They got the same views as me. So it's like, damn, what do? But I don't like the word settling, because it's like, man, as long as I find somebody who I can vibe with and
Man,
who I can actually cute and
She only got one kid.
I do.
Let's come on, fuck it.
I have no problem with it. You know what I mean? I have a preference. My preference is no kids, but hell, it is what it is at this point. So it's like, I don't even look at it as settling per se. It's just like, this is the person I feel like I can live a happy life.
You do check off
with.
enough boxes that,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna knock you. You check off dinner all my boxes. You're not perfect, but you check off dinner all my boxes. I'm not gonna look at, because you have a kid, as I'm settling for it. All right, I didn't want somebody with a kid, but she got one. I'ma still date her. Like you said, I don't think that's settling. I think that's just you can accept that person.
Just accept it.
And, another word for accept is settle. But go ahead, Jones.
I was finna say,
Definitely not.
I wish my boy Hollis.
Get you a thesaurus and look up settle. I bet
he can't say thesaurus.
I bet you can't spell it.
Thesaurus. Hey,
Say pomegranate.
I'm defeated. But that's neither here nor there.
Accept and settle are not synonyms.
In contracts, you can say settle. You can say settle.
He talking about contract.
You can say settle.
You trying
You
to
can say the
sign
contract has been settled.
In contrast.
No, in contracts.
he was talking about
I'm
contracts.
talking about contracts.
Oh,
He not
you are
trying to-
talking about
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
you said in contrast.
Learn me something.
In contracts, you can either say settled or you can say accepted. The terms are interchangeable. But
I
go
don't
ahead,
think they're
Jones.
synonyms.
They're interchangeable.
No, they not.
In contracts, they are.
Marriage is a contract.
I accept your terms. I settle your terms.
You settle
settle for the terms.
You settle for the terms.
So it's kind of like negotiating.
Right.
Like you
And
gonna
then you
negotiate.
settle for the terms.
Like, okay, I wanted 500,000, but we settled at 450.
450.
You
You
know.
settle for the terms.
How would a negotiation conversation go
In
if you-
marriage?
in marriage, like if you
Oh man, Ken just said it. Man, you got a kid, but you're cute.
no. I want to have like a back and forth of like a man that like play it out.
You want
Like,
somebody to be the woman up here?
Not necessarily, but you can play the man and the woman. So like, let's just say I say, so do you got any kids? Yeah, I got one. Okay, I probably can work with that. Then she's like, you got any kids? No, I don't have any. Okay, you're good for me. And then they're like, how much you make a year? I only make 65,000 a year. I want 100, but I might can do something with 65. You know, that's a back and forth. Like you have a real life debate with some.
So now you think in your head, you can settle for me at 65 and you got a kid and I accepted that? I'm out.
I'm gonna take my
we
65
going
to
to
somebody who don't have kids. Shit, they gonna be more appreciative. I already had extra mouth to feed. Shit.
That little nigga probably bad anyway.
But I feel like
Do he got silver caps in his teeth?
Hey, you know what to say about the kid with the silver caps?
Bad as hell.
man.
Tell me about it.
I wish my boy Hollis was here because
Man, somebody FaceTime Hollis. Fucking.
he made me realize, kinda, you really don't have to settle. And the reason I say that because it's like one of the key things I've learned just from YouTube videos and just trying to become a better person with myself is as long as you working on yourself and being a better version of yourself, what you want and your
you.
options is gonna grow.
Yeah.
So like, I don't feel like I have to settle for someone with a child. Now I'm not opposed to it because like if they give me that vibe and I really fuck with them, and they only got one child, I think about it.
What if they got twins?
I was just about to say that. I swear I was just about to say that. If they got twins, that's tough because it's fucked up. It's like
2 stomachs, there's 2 brains, 2 personalities.
you.
Like, she only got
think about it,
pregnant one time.
You only got pregnant one time, but 2 of them came out of you.
That mean if you do it again, you might have another set of twins. I had a coworker like that.
I actually want twins, so
I'm with Corbin. I want twins.
I actually want twins.
I don't, cause I don't want to get them 2 girls.
I don't.
Not like it's nothing against girls, but I just
You want a boy?
I don't want to.
You don't want to be like King Richard, grow up in a house full of women.
You want Phil and Leah?
It's
not
just,
Tia and Tamara.
man, with even though couples and relationships are getting better. I think this day and age, I think black people are getting married at a higher rate. I just don't want to have to explain the double standard to her, especially if I have a boy and a girl. I would hate to have to explain that double standard. Just give me 2 boys and let me get out of here. You can give me 1 boy and I'm be like, if you want to have another one, we can. We ain't got to. But it's sad to say I don't want. And then she gonna have me wrapped around her finger. I already know it.
You told your daughter.
Man, what's it?
I actually want a daughter. If I had a preference, I'd probably have a daughter first. So I actually want it. Now, do I want a son? Oh, hell yeah.
That's coming from Pimp Daddy Corn. Though.
I mean, it's a true statement.
All right.
It's just I don't want to have to send her through that. Well, he can do it because he this and you can't do that because you my princess. He's just another nigga living in the house.
He can be for the streets, but you can't.
You got to be for the cul-de-sac.
What was a big cul-de-sac?
Hopefully that was.
It need to be a 2-house cul-de-sac.
At the end of the neighborhood.
Right at the
Back
end
of that
of the block.
motherfucker.
So yeah, but
I don't know.
damn, what were we talking about? My fault. I got all off topic.
I don't know. I was talking about damn. I
The back
can't.
and forth.
With the back- the back-
Oh yeah,
one.
like that, because that's really what goes on in the dating process. Like when you're dating someone, that conversation that I just had with myself, that's what you're having with that person, but it's via dates and little cute shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I feel like everybody has dated someone, and then you learn, okay, the pros outweigh the cons, even though it's a few of the cons that's on my list that I don't like.
Yeah.
So
That's you being an adult enough to realize what's more important in life.
yeah.
Like you said. But
And back to what Detroit said, 80-20. It's like you ain't gonna get everything that you
of course not.
want. And if you did, I would be scared if I got everything I wanted.
I don't think you'll
Well,
get everything you want at
let me
25.
ask you this. Detroit, don't answer. If you can build a wife, what would she be?
Damn, oh wait.
She'll be
From-
Alicia. I'm gonna just be. She'll be
from-
Alicia Keys.
From looks to personality.
Alicia Keys.
Tell great personality, just real down to earth, real cool, great vibes,
Can sing.
pretty. She can sing. That's just a plus. That's just a Cadillac and putting rims on it.
You know you old nigga.
You know what
I'm
I'm
a
saying?
damn Cadillac.
Right. You know
Do
what
they
I'm
even
saying?
still make Cadillacs?
Nigga, what? They
I'll
just
just
bought
talk
the new. Yeah.
They got new Escalade.
I mean,
but that's
they,
about it.
they don't make the Cadillac cars no more, but you know, she the Cadillac Escalade. So if I could build a woman, she would be Alicia Keys.
Okay.
But skin tone don't matter to me though.
Would you have a preference though, right?
Not really. I prefer you to be cute.
Yeah, I can dig that. Cause that's how I look. That's how I think about it. But I do have a preference. Like I like all women, of course. So
Which I don't think there's nothing wrong with having a preference. I'm short, and so many times I heard not tall enough. So fuck that. If I want to prefer a light skin,
Sometimes they consider me short. I'm 5'11".
this nigga way taller than me.
you gotta be 6 feet tall, my guy.
No, 6 feet too short.
So
It's like the new height is like 6'2".
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You really gotta be 6'5".
Shut your ass up.
I'm pretty sure I should
If you
prefer
put on
if I
some
was
go-go boots, you might be
if I was
5'6".
6 foot.
I'm not about to say. But anyway, but yeah, just if I could build mine, it would be like Holly.
Okay, so if I could build one,
'Cause she dope.
Because I'm thinking about a car. If I could build one, because like some cars you can switch between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. So I
a
would,
nigga finna build a Hummer.
Man, that's tough. Like,
2004 Hummer.
I guess all of the qualities I said earlier, that will be part of it. As far as aesthetics,
That's a good word. Say that word, Brian.
Aesthetics.
yeah, he can say aesthetics.
I hope so.
He just struggled with pomegranate because he got too many consonants.
I mean, I do got multiple degrees. I can talk a little bit.
Multiple or two?
Multiple.
You got 3 daughters.
I got 4.
My bad.
I picked up one somewhere. I can talk.
My bad. You sound like a bad bitch.
Hey, turn up.
I'm a PhD.
You a PDC.
I can talk a little bit. But you catch me in Spanish, it's over with.
Say English.
Un poquito.
Dude, that's hard because like, let me think of somebody that I feel like, okay, perfect person, aesthetic wise. You already know what I'm gonna say. You might know. Love don't cost a thing.
Christina
Milian, because she was just fine. Or Megan Good and was it Waist Deep?
Oh man, making good in anything. Boy, y'all remember in Roll Bounce the way she was drinking that Pepsi? Nigga. But go ahead, Jones. But for all y'all out there, just Google Megan Good drinking Pepsi and it's art. It's goddamn art.
But I would prefer someone shorter than me. If I'm building somebody, someone shorter than me. Pretty face.
Does she gotta have ass or titties or both?
Shape.
So Maya Moore
and not SpongeBob.
She not in the conversation, huh? Maya Moore not in the conversation, huh?
Cause she was how tall? She like 6'2"?
Nah, like 6'6".
I mean, but you gotta think about it. It's that debate. Like
I don't
you
think
six,
Maya Moore
you
6'6".
She's
She's
Tall
6'something".
as hell can Brittany Griner.
I think she's like 6'4".
Oh, okay.
She might be like
Okay, that's
she might
one of
be
them
like
things
6'2".
where you debate like, nah, that's too tall. Fuck it. Cause I don't.
She gonna
They
dunk
all
on
the
that.
same height when you lay them down.
No, they ain't.
No, they ain't.
Well, I say lay down, I sit down. Yeah, I sit next to girls. They be sitting taller than me. Goddamn, I'm 6'3". What the fuck? Why you fucking make me feel little? And I'm sitting next to you. I don't
Cause
like
they be
that.
having all that ass. You like the girl with that ass, cool.
I am an ass man.
Facts.
So you building one. What you gonna build? I already know what you gonna build, Detroit. You gonna build Aisha.
He gonna build a bear.
No. What you gonna build, Detroit?
To ensure I can come home tonight, I'm building Aisha. Ain't about to play with y'all.
Well, that would be though. So these are all preferences. This is not guaranteed. I want to be light skinned, tall, 5'8", 5'9", 5'11", for all I give a damn. 6'2". I'll take a 6'2" one.
I won't.
I want NBA kids or something, or volleyball kids, something. But anyway, light skinned, tall. I am an ass man. But I'm like with Jonathan, as long as she got a shape, and then again, I'm a future person. If I look at you and I think 5 years down the line what you gonna look like, I want you to still have that shape. I don't want you to lose any of that. But I am an ass man. But of course, when it comes to personality, I want you to be sweet. It's like it's hard to meet people in general who are fucking sweet these days. Everybody's so fucking hard.
What's sweet to you?
You say you sweet to me?
I said what's sweet to me? I said what's sweet to you?
This is somebody that's generally like a kind
Yeah, a kind person. Yeah, somebody who's not confrontational, somebody who actually smiles. People who actually can hold a conversation, with a general happy feeling. It's all about the vibes. So it's like if I had to build it, but me knowing that's impossible to find that fucking shit. I know that.
Yeah.
These are just preferences. So it's like I just want somebody that even have half of that with a good intellectual mind.
Hey man, I like everything you were saying over there, man.
What is that just passed through the camera?
It's a shadow.
Was that Dracula?
It's the count.
1, 2, 3.
Try my cereal. I don't eat cereal with marshmallows.
So, question: do you feel like the things?
What you got against marshmallows?
It's just weird, man. It's like cutting up bananas and putting it in my frozen plate. I'm just not doing it.
I don't do that either.
I like marshmallows, especially in Lucky Charms.
You eat everything.
That's also true.
Back to the build a
Build a
woman.
whore.
Build a
No, sir, build a wife.
yeah, build a wife. But she be a whore behind closed
be a
doors.
whore, right?
Behind closed doors.
That'd be a good one. Build a whore topic.
Can I build my side chick as a backup plan?
Concubines. In the words my nigga Haywood.
So my side chick, her bill gonna be.
I just say 2K, bro.
You even get a rebuild.
She gonna be in play making slasher. I need to be able to handle my attitude when my wife done fucked over me and I'm pissed off. I need to be a playmaker on that end. You know what I'm saying? Give me some food.
But you gotta go to the quick screen and pick a whole other player. Yo, mind, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got the 2K22. I got Rebirth, so I get extra attribute points. So if I need to take it to
Do
the
you
hole
feel
and
like-
dunk on a nigga, she can.
Do you feel like the things that you ask for me are unreasonable? Do you feel like they?
I don't think your preference has to be unreasonable. It's just, I think we just looking at it in a vacuum. In an ideal world, this is what I would look for. This
Okay,
is what
well, I'm saying like in the world we live now, do you feel like the things you want in a wife is unreasonable?
Nah.
No.
I don't think it's unreasonable. I still feel like it's some things I have to work on with myself, but
I agree
I don't
with
feel
that.
like it's unreasonable. And the reason I asked it,
No, the only reason I don't say it's unreasonable because one of my main requirements is peace. I'm going to bring you peace as well. I'm not gonna go out here and do no dumb shit. I don't bring extra drama into my life, so you're gonna have peace as well. So that's the only way I know I can require peace from you. It's like, cause I'm gonna bring you the same thing. So that's why I said it's not unreasonable because I can do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is what it is. But
so back to
My side chick bill to be Tiana Taylor, just to throw that out there.
no comment.
Dang, you don't like Tiana Taylor, right? Didn't you say something?
I'm not a fan, but
You know, like she one of those, and I feel like Summer Walker fit in that to me too, and SZA a little bit. Like they pretty and they cute, they just look
weird,
funny.
They weird looking. There's a such thing as weird.
and see, out of all the people you named, in the order I would take them three would be strangely Summer, SZA, Tiana.
Taylor. I'll throw Keke Palmer in there too. Keke Palmer look weird to me too, but I just
weird
like
She'll go before Tiana Taylor.
And you don't like Tiana Taylor.
She. I mean, nothing. I ain't got nothing against her. That's why I said no comment. I ain't want to shit on her because I can. But back to so Kevin Samuels always asks this question like,
You gonna bring that nigga up?
Uh-oh.
why not?
Oh man,
But
I've
nah,
been talking about side
We
chicks.
about
You
to
gonna
get
bring up Kevin
flagged now.
Hey, don't put red flags in this video.
Hey, they gonna be throwing.
It's that nigga opinion. It ain't ours.
No. It was
gonna be a-
it was gonna be a question.
There's gonna be a whole bunch of lettuce heads and tomatoes in the comments.
And see, I done forgot the damn question there. But because in some of his podcasts, he feel like some of the things that women ask for are unreasonable because they're not what the person they want. The people that they looking for ain't looking for what they got to offer. So do you feel like the things that y'all said y'all want, do you feel like the women that you're trying to pursue, are they looking for what you had to offer? That's baseball class.
That's a good ass question, Jones.
Thank you.
Is she looking for what I have to offer?
I can say yeah. I can say it again. I'm
You saw, yeah.
I hate you 6 foot niggas and almost 6 foot niggas.
I agree with Ken.
I don't fit that category because women, they don't know how to judge.
Just know,
height.
ladies, there's been a lot more tall niggas that ain't shit than short niggas that ain't shit. Because we got to work hard.
I agree with Ken again.
I have to work hard too, man.
No, you don't.
So you just tall, nigga.
Yeah, you get no.
So just
Nigga
because I'm tall,
walk in tall.
If
so just 'cause I'm
if
tall,
me
they
and
gonna
you-
walk up to me and be like, "Hey, you're tall. I like
That
you."
nigga,
Yes.
Hey,
No.
that nigga,
Question.
That
hey, this nigga core
that-
bachelor
that is not-
profile is tall.
Has that ever happened?
If me and you walk in the room together,
I don't know.
They gonna look at you.
He said
first.
he don't know.
I don't. Have you been around me when the time when it happened?
Probably.
Exactly. So,
Yes.
All I'm
hate how
saying is,
every time
if,
Corey
if
got
me
these
and you
Nah,
walk,
I might get a-
Long as Hauser in the room,
I might get a second look because I'm tall, but they're not gonna be running up to me because I'm tall.
They gonna jog up to you. They ain't gonna be able to run it.
We not even gonna get the second look. We have to go to them.
What you think I gotta do? I gotta use my personality.
I gotta
more
ask
than
her for a hug. Where my hug at?
So she just coming up to hug me, huh?
It gotta be.
Hell nah.
She's gonna grab that nigga nuts and just walk him to the dance floor.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that happen.
I seen it happen in New Orleans.
Ooh.
It was
So-
me. Damn with me.
Yeah, nigga stupid.
It was. It was.
Listen, we finna go all wrap this thing up, y'all. So, any last words for the people that listening at home or watching on YouTube?
Hey man, we just want y'all to subscribe to us. We finna bring the real shit to y'all. Men's perspective. We've been friends for a long time, so you get the real, honest opinions from us.
I don't know them niggas.
Man, shut your
This nigga
ass
over here drinking an empty cup. You look
Look
weak.
at me.
You look weak as hell.
Look at me.
I was
It ain't
trying-
shit in that cup.
Ain't
And you,
nothing in there.
I
what
was
you trying to drink though?
I was trying to get that drop, man. Good till last drop. Ain't that
You need to be
commercial?
trying to claim us instead of disown us.
You gonna talk shit and then drink an empty cup?
That's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't have did the cup thing.
Y'all got some last words for these people? I just want y'all to subscribe. That's all.
and add us on the podcasting platforms.
Definitely tune in, man. There's a lot of good brothers up here, a lot of different opinions, and there's one thing we don't do. We don't script any of this. So it's just unfiltered. Like you say, uncut. It's straight dope.
Yes, sir. And hey, where can they find us at?
You can find us pretty much everywhere. We just made by the time this come out, everything gonna be up. So just type in UNCORK'D pretty much. So I did what I need one of y'all to do. Do what I need one of y'all to do. So pretty much like when you pop the cork on something, it's like now you finna get a real taste of whatever is in that bottle. And I kind of feel like that's kind of like the theme of this podcast. We are finna uncork some deep thoughts. We finna uncork some playful thoughts. We finna uncork a lot of stuff. And if you ever drank bamboo and your cork fell in there, you gotta filter it out.
Can your cork fall in there?
It can break off in there. It can break off.
Can.
Yeah, it can break off in
Wow,
there.
they may be snatching at an angle. Just pull the shit straight out.
But sometimes that cork it'll dry out. But that's neither here nor
Oh,
there. That's
I
on
guess
some
you're
tap
right
their
about
reviews type shit, y'all. But
That's on some you babysitting type shit. Not you, but them.
They got that bottle been sitting there for 20 years. And no way the bottle should be sitting there that long.
But yeah, that's what this podcast is about, y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and we out this thing. Peace.
Peace.